Class was just about to end and we were gonna go out to climb. Curtis walks in and pulls a couple guys out. I was one of them. Yeah, I was like, man, what's going on here, you know? Maybe it's, you know, something financial or something. So slid some papers over to me, you know, and he kind of explained to me what the incident was. It was, you know, it was time to go home. I mean, there's nothing really I could do.
You know, we have a saying that we like to share with them. We have a standard that we bring our students to. We don't bring our standard down to the students. And, you know, unfortunately, that gets some guys.
I felt that Curtis, you know, he really had, like, some sympathy. He felt like I was, you know, determined to be here, especially because, you know, I came out here with my cousin. I felt like, man, it kind of even hurt him, you know, to have to send me home, you know.
Good luck. Look forward to see you again, sir.
Thank you.
I couldn't believe it was happening, you know. I mean, I had, like, no words to say. There's nothing.
You know, sometimes this is their second chance to get out of a place or to move on and grow. And unfortunately, it's heartbreaking to sit across from them.
Ivan made a bad decision. That decision was in violation of our student code of conduct policy, and if you violate them, you're looking at termination. Those rules were put in place for their safety, their protection, and our goal is to make sure that they understand it.
What happened, you know, it kills me, you know. The first day, like, you know, they told me the news, Curtis told me, hey, you know, I recommend you write a letter to the president, fill your heart out to him, show him that you want to be back here. And I got to it, I was like, I need to write this letter.
The good thing is we don't judge people on their mistakes. At the school, we judge people on their recovery. So Ivan will have the opportunity to write a letter of appeal, and if that appeal is accepted, he'll be eligible to enroll in a future class.
He said he was going to get it pushed to get read as fast as he could, and I really appreciate that from him. I really do. It means a lot to me, really. I mean, all I can do is really just keep my head up, you know, and kind of prepare myself for the next session and see what it's got for me.
Out of respect for Ivan's privacy, we will not mention the details of his policy infraction. Ivan learned the hard way how one simple mistake can derail an otherwise valiant effort.
Me and Ivan went on a little hike, you know, just to kind of clear the mind and, you know, help him move forward.
Yeah, I was actually really excited because, I mean, it definitely got me out of the house, and there's not really much to do around here, you know. It was the day after it snowed, so it was awesome.
I'm sure he had a couple of things on his mind, so we just kind of talked about his future and, like, about his plans.
I love hearing you guys all the time, you know, come home and talking about, you know, what you guys did for the day. But, I mean, I was dedicated. I really wanted this, you know. This is going to be the rest of my life. I'm that type of guy where if I start something, I want to finish it, you know. I don't really like to just kind of leave it. I got another chance, and I'm gonna finish it. There's no doubt about that. Fabian's actually, you know, he's there for me. He's like another brother to me, really. I've always felt, you know, that he's always been there for me, you know, and it was nice to just kind of get a little bit of that off my shoulders, you know, and get a little bit of advice from him. So it was something I definitely needed to do, you know. It was a moment well spent, you know.
Well, no matter what he goes through, you know, I'm always going to be there for him. Like, I look at him like a little brother, so, you know, I'm always going to be proud of him and, you know, always going to look out for him, you know. Like, I want the very best for him, so I just want to make sure, you know, that he was reassured that, you know, he's gonna do fine. He's young, so he'll be all right.
It's a tough lesson, but Ivan is only briefly discouraged. He will return to SLTC in a few short months to finish what he started. Now into week 5 of SLTC's electrical line worker program, the students are asked to break down their pole circles.
Today we are saying goodbye to the pole circle. We're breaking everything down and put it back in the warehouse. We're done. We don't want to see it again for a while, so good riddance. Well, then why'd you ask me to?
Robert's made some really good progress over this last week's, interacting with the guys a whole lot more. He's making friends. It's going good.
In the beginning, it was just crazy. I thought it was ridiculous. But I would rather go through something I didn't want to do than disappoint them and everybody else at home.
I'm starting to really like the pole circle. I look forward to putting all my gear on in the morning. Everybody's realized the difference in me from when I started.
It's a real awesome place, and I believe 101% that I have a lot more confidence now.
My dad, myself, not to mention Josh and the other instructors have been giving him quite a bit of coaching. So he's improved drastically in a lot of areas.
Here and there, constructive criticism, but at the same time, pushing me to do better and saying they believe in me. It helped a lot.
I was anticipating him having an inability to find another gear, and he's finding it, but he still needs to find one more.
Everybody's attitudes have definitely changed. You know, we've come to realize who's going to be going with us through this whole process. Kind of the weeding out process of the pole circles. Everybody's kind of banding together as brothers now. You know, it's a good feeling.
The PC part was to break us. You know, those that couldn't handle it are gone for whatever reason. It was kind of like boot camp. I'm ready to go forward and work on transformers, stringing lines. I mean, the things that we're going to be actually doing in the field and learning, and I'm ready to, you know, absorb that information so I can apply it when I'm at work.
I'm really excited to get out there and like really start working in the field and start to learn what's actually going to be happening in the job. Building these friendships here is awesome. Like, you know, you get really close to these guys, and I really enjoy that, you know, so it's cool. I even got a handshake with one of the kids already. It's pretty cool.
1, 2, 3, fast line!
With pole circles complete, the students move into a new phase of their education. They will have a chance to learn specialized techniques from a variety of SLTC's instructors.
They'll go from being less of the hollering at you.
What are you doing? What is that?
Into more of the technical, actual teaching aspect. The pole circles, they've been with one instructor pretty much the entire time throughout the circles. As they do specialties though, they'll really get a feel for the other instructors.
The students are excited for the chance to specialize, but one new skill is proving a greater challenge for some than others.
One thing that's really pressuring the guys is getting their CDLs, because there's a tremendous amount of people that do not have their permits. So that's still one thing that's weighing heavy on the guys. He said I had it in there the first time if I'd have just came on back a little bit more, but trying to make it look pretty. So.
My name is Greg Bradford with SLTC. I've been a CDL instructor here for 5 years. CDL is a commercial driver's license that most companies will require the students to have in order to get a job. What we do here is teach them how to do the 3 backing skills, which consists of straight line back, offset, and parallel parking. First days are really stressful.
Oh, this is hard.
Kids get in the trucks, never been in a truck before. They can't think straight. People's watching them, so they get confused on which way to turn, so they get all that backwards. So my job is to get out here and teach them the basics, what to look for, where they use the mirrors, windows, and we use both.
That started off really bad. All right, hold on. Well, since I've never ever driven a truck in my entire life with a trailer, it's gotten pretty rough. This is so frustrating. Man, this is bad. Man, I cannot get it, man. Sucks. This is so bad. All right, I'll put it out there. I failed the first time. So I was over there a little later than usual, kind of just trying to get the hang of it, which I think I am getting the hang of it. So we'll see how I do tomorrow. But practice makes perfect, so.
For the next 2 weeks, students will rotate through multiple specialty classes: wire tying, hurt man rescue, and pole setting, to name a few. Training has shifted from physical to mental.
This training that we're about to receive, I believe, can really help us to stand out in the field. So I hope the guys really pay attention and don't use this as a time to kind of kick back because it's a slower pace. I'm really gonna try to gear the guys into taking advantage of this calm down moment to really focus and take advantage of it.
Yeah, that looks good.
Today, they are learning how to sag conductor wire, a task that requires skill, teamwork, and something else that student Frank Diaz is a little short on.
Main thing is, you want to learn how to work those hoists and how to put that hand line where they need to put it in proper position. The groundman on the ground can really help the guy out in there if he knows how to use that hand line and get his grip on set. Let him get his hoist in it and you come out of the hand line. Now, see how short you are, Pop?
What's that?
See, when you're short, you're vertically challenged. It's hard to reach out there.
I trust my Patriot.
Are you gonna be able to get that up to sag?
What's that?
You gonna be able to get that up to sag properly?
No. Probably not. Not with this thing.
You got another grip with you.
Nope.
Send another grip. Pull the hook down.
Being a shorter guy, I have to make adjustments on height. I'm taking 2 steps where some of these guys are taller than me. They can just keep their Patriot at one level and do everything.
It's not easy, you know. It's hard work. Anybody who's coming here, yeah, it's physically demanding. I mean, there's days I even wonder why I'm here, but I go home and I look on the refrigerator and I see my people, my wife. I know why I'm here.
Hello?
What's up, movie star?
What's up?
Nothing, just getting ready to roll to the bank and giving you a synopsis of the day.
Having her away from me for 15 weeks, it's tough. I mean, it's not fun. So if you have a wife or a girlfriend, you'll find out whether you like her or not.
You already know that I miss you and I love you. I can't wait till Valentine's weekend so we can see each other. That'll be awesome.
2 weeks?
Yep, 2 weeks.
14 days.
Yeah, can't be mad at that.
All right, love you.
I love you too. I'll talk with you later.
All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
For learning purpose, it has been perfect weather. You know, winds 30 miles an hour and raining and sleeting, and we're at the top of the poles. So, you know, it's really broke us in to the real world in this industry. We did our pole top rescue and bucket rescue. Those were really, really fun days there. You know, getting to reenact you know, a moment where it's life or death. You know, every second counts. It was a pretty exciting day to see guys giving their all, you know. Yeah, it's definitely a whole new creature that comes out of you when you're in those emergency situations, and we saw them come out, and I was pleased with the outcome of PC8 with their output.
Just as students who are most driven often have the most to lose, loved ones waiting far away at home can be powerful motivation or a temptation towards loneliness. It's been 6 long, slow weeks since Frank saw his wife, Camela. They meet in Chattanooga, Tennessee for a romantic Valentine's Day date.
Welcome. All right. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too.
One thing about Camela's a giver. She will do everything to make you feel better, to make you happy, to make you a better person and not think about herself. And
maybe one day you got me something.
You want it now or you want it later?
His love language is gifts. So when he gets a gift for anybody, the thought that goes into that is enormous.
I'm trying to get that glitter off, but
Of course, this looks like a jewelry box. He's never bought me anything that I haven't liked. I just have so much of it, but he's never disappointed me with any of his jewelry choices. Oh, that's beautiful.
custom made out here.
Really? Is it glass? Blown glass?
Sure.
I find it interesting that it's green, since that is a very bad color in his realm of sports. Thank you. But I love it. It's beautiful, and he did just fine. You know, one of the most important things to him is to take care of me. And so to think about leaving and not being there to protect me was certainly a huge sacrifice.
She's got a heart like no other, and she gives everything she's got. It's my turn to take it from her so she can relax and I can start giving.
Camela has renewed Frank's energy, but being reminded of the companion he is missing will make his struggle of being alone for the next 10 weeks all the harder.
You're going to have guys come through here that are naturally good, and just that's their work ethic. But then you got somebody that comes through here that's got a little extra, you know, something that he's trying to work for, or something that he's got to prove, and you can see the difference.
Well, this weekend I'm planning to go home. I don't really have anything planned. I just want to spend time with my family. I want to feel that feeling again of like when I first came. I think I missed that.
He came in the pole circle with a drive that, you know, he was going to graduate, and he pushed himself, and he pushed other people too. And then he had the elbow injuries.
I have tendonitis, so I've been taking, you know, medications for that. So I mean, I don't give up, man. I just picture myself on that graduation stage. I don't picture myself anywhere else.
Pull those braces down! Big window!
It's gonna take a lot more than tendonitis to keep me off that pole. So I'll get through it.
There you go.
I feel like I kind of lost a little motivation. So I think just going home and, you know, seeing everything again and being like, okay. And just seeing my family and you know, just seeing their faces and why I'm here and why I'm doing this, I think that's gonna be great for me.
Well, I don't really know what to expect, honestly. Like I said, it's just kind of like I'm a little nervous. I mean, they're my family, you know. I mean, they're always gonna love me and whatnot. They're always gonna be there for me. But I feel like it's just gonna be a little kind of a little awkward, you know? I mean,
the biggest thing for him is I think he feels like he let them down. And I don't think there's a worse feeling than that.
I'm kind of just tired of being here, you know, not really doing anything. If I just, go back, everybody's gonna be like, oh, what happened, what happened? And I know it's just as simple as, it didn't work out this time, I'm going back in May, but I'm kind of in between of staying and coming back. So my plan is just to take everything, maybe apply for a couple jobs, maybe even go back to my previous jobs. I feel kind of bad because usually it's on the weekends, it's me and Fabian, we do everything together, whether we go out to eat or be bored at home, it's just literally do everything together. And I kind of feel bad because, we came here together, to really knock this out. And if I stay, it's just kind of I'm gonna leave him alone,
I wouldn't blame him for going home and just staying until the next term. It'll be good for him as well. Kind of just a little stress reliever for him to get that motivation back. So when he comes back, he does good, doesn't make any mistakes or anything like that like he did.
They have the meeting for my letter, for the appeal letter, tomorrow. They said they'd let me know before the 22nd of for sure coming back or not. I really hope so.